Okay, this afternoon we're going to work on getting the table started and in, hopefully. Obviously, I think tonight I'll have time to make the tabletop, and if we get lucky, maybe weld the legs. Run a little low on welding gas, so if I run out of gas, that'll probably be a stopper. But yeah, so the table is going to be adjustable, so it'll be normal height, and then we can drop it down and just have a big flat surface. We can put some pillows on to have a bed too. So that's what's going on next. I'm going to jump inside and measure the rough space and size we're going to go for the table, and then from there I will work on the legs next. Okay, so we got our tabletop all finished up. Exciting stuff going on with that, but it's pallet style, so it's pretty cool. We wanted to use something that was upcycled in the bus. There's a lot of little things here and there, but nothing that really like jumps out at you. So there's nothing like taking the main piece of the countertop, the main center of your kitchen, and making that something that's a special piece. So here you can see what we ended up with here. So I took all the pallets and basically chopped the little pieces in the middle to make them fit between the existing slats. And then this has all been stained to match the kitchen with the maple. And then I went back over it with some mineral spirits to try to clean off the white, just to get that bright white back. So it contrasts and then obviously matches with what's existing in the bus. So it's looking pretty good. That's going to dry overnight, and then tomorrow we'll get into making some legs for it. Actually, the day after tomorrow. But yeah, so we've gotten pretty far, doing well. Lots more to do, lots of little things, so keep following along. Okay, we're right to where we left off last time. We were going to build some legs for the table. We have 20 minutes of sunlight before it's down, but we'll get going here quickly. Take the table, we'll build some brackets for underneath, we'll weld on some legs, and then from there we should be good to go to put those legs into the bus and anchor them to the floor. So. Okay, so we got the legs done. They're all just in raw metal now. They are I think it's 1.5, 1 5/8 or 1.5 inch tube or something inside of the other. But I added just these angle braces on the bottom too. This is the part that's going under the floor, just to make sure there's no relative movement between these posts that go up vertically in the floor. And then these guys go onto the bottom of the table like this. There's going to be a bunch of screws through here into the wood, which will keep it from going anywhere. But that's going to basically allow us to slide this table up and down. And then once we get it in the bus here, we'll have to figure out what the right height is to cut the tops of these off at, because these need to come down just a little bit so that this thing can go all the way to the bench height. So we will move these into the bus once they cool down here, and rough them in, and then pull them back out and paint them, and then we'll be good to Okay, so you're wondering what I'm doing here. So right now I have the table basically set at the height I want, where it's basically 10-inch tabletop off that bench there. So that's basically spot on. And from here I'm going to drill the holes through the legs here, which will keep it held in that position. And then once I have those holes drilled, I can pull it out and work on the lower position next, and I'll drill a second set of holes for those. So hopefully it's pretty straightforward. Once I have the upper ones drilled, I'm going to pull this out too, and I'm going to make some trimming under here, round off these corners just so we're not catching clothes and snagging stuff. And then, yeah, and we should be good to go from there. So that's okay, so I got super limited battery, but I'm going to give you a quick overview. We got the table in, all the edges that were catching stuff, those have been snipped down a little bit, rounded off. Same with this, so you can slide in and out easier. We have our legs in here all painted and looking sharp. And again, to lower this, you just take out both bolts and it drops all the way down to where it needs to go. And it rests just along the bench here. So I'll try to give you a surround view here. Again, it's not a huge table, but it does the job for sure. So that's it, and its final resting place.